Hello, people. Me and my dad's just going to be talking about Apex and its season 3 update.
Yeah, so we're just going to do something different this week. Just testing the waters. Going to have a wee discussion about Apex and probably gaming in general. How you're liking season 3. How you've been liking previous seasons. And maybe chat a wee bit about your channel and what you want to do moving forward with the channel. So do you want to start there first?
Let's talk about a new character for Apex.
Right. Well, let's, like I said, do you want to start with your YouTube channel first and we'll cover that and then we'll go into Apex?
Sure.
Yeah, so you've been enjoying recording videos?
Yeah.
It's been one of your favourite things to be doing so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
How much subscribers have you got?
11.
11, well. So, if you guys want to see anything specific from Whaley Wonders, we would love to hear about it in the comments. And they'll also get back to you in the comments, won't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you've recently got into Apex.
Yeah. And I've just been playing a couple games.
A couple. A lot. You've been playing a lot of games.
And the new seasons came out.
Season 3. How did you like season 1 and 2?
They did that, like, they slowly, gradually added, like, new hop-ups and characters for season 1 and 2.
Well,
New areas.
when Apex first launched, it was a surprise, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Just came out of nowhere. And at that time, what were you mainly playing?
Minecraft and Super Hot.
Yeah, Super Hot, some Minecraft. And then Apex came around.
Yeah.
And you weren't really playing Battle Royales before that, were you?
No.
Didn't really dabble in Fortnite.
Nah.
Didn't really dabble in like PUBG, anything like that.
Nah.
So what made you go to Apex then?
It's just a game I tried it and liked.
Have you tried Fortnite?
No. It seems too weird.
Weird as in like with the building mechanic.
Yeah, like you can get campers that literally camp in the sky.
I suppose you can, yeah. But do you not think that is the same as Apex? Where from when you've got like Watsons and you've got Gibraltars, sorry not Gibraltar, Caustics that are sitting camping, or is it different?
It's different since you don't expect to be looking up a million miles in the air to find like this one character that's stopping you from winning. Well, in Fortnite you're kind of just like, oh, he's up there.
So is the building mechanic you don't like?
Yeah.
Yeah, well see, I'm a bit like you. Obviously I game as well, and I was playing Fortnite, but I always thought, Fortnite would be great, in my opinion, if it wasn't for the building. I liked Fortnite as a game, but the building wasn't for me. So when Apex came around, I was like, wow, this is a good game, even though I am absolutely rubbish at it. But you're pretty good at it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you play. I've watched your videos and I've seen you in person, and you're actually really good at it and you're getting better day by day. So there'll definitely be more videos to come on Apex.
Yeah.
What other content are you looking to bring to the channel?
Minecraft and maybe some Rocket League.
Yeah. Are you so with your Minecraft with your sister as well? Are you looking to be bringing out more of that?
At some point, yeah.
Yeah, because she really likes that, and you enjoyed it as well, didn't you? So let's cover the first character that they introduced in Apex.
Octane.
Octane. Pros, cons?
The cons is, well, basically he loses HP.
He does, but he regenerates it.
Whenever, like, this is just the cons. Whenever he uses his ability, his stim, he loses 10 HP.
That's right.
And whenever he is taking damage, he can't heal. But the pros is basically he goes quicker whenever he uses it. His launch pad allows him to get into high ground and further.
The launch pad is really good, but is it better than
like Pathfinder's?
Pathfinders?
Not really.
Because you can get high ground with Pathfinder.
And also the fact that you can destroy Octane's ult, but not Pathfinder's.
Correct. So the only real advantage Octane has is the speed.
And also you can heal over time if he's not taking damage.
Yeah. So Octane's good, but I wouldn't really say he's like one of the best characters in the game. And then obviously moving forward, they introduced
Watson.
Now, I've played maybe
2.
a handful of games with Watson, and I didn't enjoy her. Have you played?
I've played about like 2, won a game and then didn't really like it and played another one, just left.
See, for me, I'm not a defensive player. I don't think you are.
Nah.
So when it comes to Watson, I find in Apex I want to hear the gunfire, go to it, get high ground, get kills, move on to the next gunfire fight. I didn't want to be sitting in a building for 15 minutes and making top 5.
Yeah.
And you feel like that as well, don't you?
Especially when it comes to ranked.
Yeah, definitely. So Watson,
It's kind of just like, if you want to put up wins, sure, but anything else, nah.
but they're boring ones.
Boring wins.
And I suppose in ranked. Right, sorry about that, wee bit of break. I think what I was saying was the boring wins with Watson.
Yeah.
You feel the same way?
Yeah, it's kind of just camping. It's important to get top 2 if you're not that good.
I suppose if you're accurate and you're a good player and you don't mind the long game, you could camp out and then get a couple of kills at the end and win.
Yeah.
You could. But like for me and you, we like to get in about it.
Yeah.
Basically. So who came after Watson? Crypto came after Watson. Have you had a chance to play season 3 with him?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it?
He's kind of like Bloodhound, yeah. His drone can only go out 200 metres, which is a lot more than I expected.
Yeah, well, when I first heard about Crypto, I thought, like I said to you before, that it was going to be like a map.
Yeah.
And so when the wee drone was introduced, I thought it was going to be like a pulsar, so it pulsed the map for you, showed you red dots on the map, and then I thought his ult might be show the map for like 6 seconds. But then, thinking about that, that's probably a bit OP.
Yeah.
So why would you play Bloodhound over Crypto?
Because the scanning can go much further.
Right, but also the enemies can see the scan.
Yeah. But so can they if you're playing up Bloodhound.
So the enemies can see the Crypto as well?
Yeah.
So would you say that maybe they're pretty similar?
They're pretty similar, except when you have to stand still as Crypto, but you can move while being Bloodhound. Using his ability. But his ult doesn't seem that good.
What is his ult?
It basically just stuns them or does some damage.
Okay. And how quick is the regen on the ult?
I haven't really got enough time to.
Yeah, I've only played a few games of season 3, but so far the new map is brilliant.
Yeah, the Fire and Ice bits.
The Fire and Ice is really good. I think depending on what type of player you are, you can choose your game. So if you like to camp in the big buildings and snipe people building to the building, you can. If you like to get in people's faces, there's big open areas, there's zip lines, there's choke points. I think the new map is... I think they're learning as far as...
Map design,
definitely, because they had King's Canyon, which is great. And then they went over to the... Is it called Fire and Ice?
Well, that's basically what everyone's calling it.
Is that what it's called, right?
Fire and Ice.
Yeah, I think it's great. Have you had a game with the train yet? Have you been on the train?
Yeah, I've kind of died since 2 people got purple armour and then I didn't have anything.
Yeah, I got on the train once, but then the circle came in and I had to jump off the train. But I think that it's definitely improved it.
Yeah.
The gameplay. And with the new gun, I was saying to you earlier,
The charged rifle.
the charge energy rifle, I've only had it once, but I'm not a big fan. Maybe because I'm not very good at accuracy.
It's like it's not like the G7 skill, but it's not like the longbow, so it isn't that far of a long range gun.
Yeah.
Because if as soon as they're getting hit, they know that it's the charge rifle, so they can duck and cover. Kinda like the Havoc.
Yeah. I still think the Havoc's great. You get a turbocharger with the Havoc, I think it's great.
Yeah.
With them removing the skull piercer, and they've also removed the alternator's hop up as well. The one that does extra damage to the shields, keep forgetting the name of it. They removed both of them. How do you think that's going to affect the game?
People who like the alternator is going to be quite mad because, like.
Well, it's one of your favourite guns, even before the hop up.
It was the RE45.
RE4.
That I liked.
Yeah, so.
It's kind of like. There's like no challenge against the R99 now. When it comes to that.
Yeah, so you think the alternator's just going to go back into
being the alternator,
and it's only going to get picked up when you have no other choice?
No, not really. It can be picked up over like maybe a Spitfire or like a sniper.
See, the Spitfire, I love the Spitfire. I will swap out an R99 for a Spitfire. I think the rate of fire and the damage is, for me, better than the R99. But like I said before, I think you are a better player than me. Whereas when I've got the Spitfire in my hand, I feel like it's a lot of it's like a powerful gun.
I can't really hit any bullets with it because they can understand the recoil.
Yeah, the recoil's pretty big, but because I can deal with that. What do you think of the new hop up for the G7?
Not really used it, but I've used it on the EVA 8 twice.
Well, I'm the opposite. I've used it for the G7 twice, and I think it's brilliant. But I do think it's a bit too powerful.
It's not that useful when it comes to the EVA 8, because if you just hold the button down without it, you get more shots done.
I see.
If you clicked it twice.
So you don't think the EVA 8's took over the Peacekeeper then?
Nah.
Not the Peacekeeper with the hop up still the gun to go.
Yeah.
In the EVA 8. See, I've always liked the EVA 8 because you can get more shots off. But if you're accurate, Peacekeeper's definitely the gun to go if you could power that up and get headshots.
Yeah.
Take out whole teams by yourself. But you have to be a pretty good player, probably gold level or higher. Whereas me, I'm hovering around in silver and you're
gold.
You're up in gold, aren't you? Try to break through.
Well, I was at gold until the season 3 thing.
Aye, they've knocked everybody back down a level or two, haven't they?
A level and a half.
So why do you think they've done that?
It's like a steady thing. Like if you're at, if you're at like platinum.
Or predator.
Predator. You get a chance to like fight lower levels again and then get back up there.
So you think it's maybe to do with matchmaking? It's to get everybody finding games quicker?
Yeah.
Because I noticed I've got a friend or two who are in the platinum and the predators, and they're saying once you get into predator, you're waiting like a good 3, 4, sometimes 5 minutes for a game, and but the games are a lot more tactical.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of players like running after gunfights,
especially with the new map.
Well, yeah, I don't think I've. Well, obviously they're not Predator anymore because of the new maps, and I haven't spoke to them since season 3, but probably.
2.
Yeah, since season 2, but probably, yeah.
And it was destruction rounds for the alternator.
Do you see Apex has still got life left in it?
Yeah, it can probably get up to like a season 6 maybe. Before it starts losing.
Before people start forgetting. Because like, with this new legend, Crypto, I do think he's like a souped up bloodhound.
Yeah.
Do you not? I mean, in my opinion, do you not think they should have went with totally different abilities this time?
No, really, since they have kept it in like 4 different categories.
Right.
Scanner. So I guess they're just wanting more scanners out there.
Because Bloodhound doesn't really have any.
Bloodhound's the only scanner, like.
Yeah. But then you can say the same when it comes to characters like
Lifeline.
Like Lifeline, she's only healer.
But then there's also like the plus symbol. Pathfinder's got that as well.
but he doesn't really heal. He's more like a scout and like a. I
So
think he was designed as like some because you've got the beacons.
yeah,
I think he was designed as a scout to get to high ground, scout out enemies, tell people. But it turns out that he's a very good offensive legend.
and aggressive.
He's very aggressive, and a lot of high level players play him because you can retreat from fights, you can get high ground, you know.
You can get to fights very quickly.
Very quickly, yeah. And see, I'm an old school Halo player. Halo since the launch, since the original Xbox, and when they brought out the powers for Halo 3 and Halo ODST, what they had was like a jetpack.
Yeah.
Where you could fly around for a wee bit. I was actually thinking that might be this legend, or like a very soon to be legend, where you get like a wee burst of jetpack maybe.
Yeah.
What would you like to see added?
Like a character that can maybe take over like Caustic's traps and make it activate on him.
So you want a character that
can
clone other people maybe,
or can hack some that's what I thought Crypto was going to be like. He can hack the gas traps and Watson things to hurt herself.
See, a legend where maybe if you were to see another legend, you could like clone them.
I feel like that would be too OP.
But you'd have to be able to see them then clone them. Maybe that could be like a ultimate. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. It's still early days in season 3.
Yeah.
Crypto for me, I won't be maining him. He's not really my sort of player. As you know, I main Lifeline. I moved over to Bloodhound, but that's me back to Lifeline again. I think Lifeline is our quick healing gets you out of situations. You can put down your drone, you can put shields on whilst healing at the same time. I think that's pretty strong. And if your team are struggling for armour, if you're struggling for armour, especially early game, our ult is pretty good. But I've said to you before, there's not really any legends that I would take. I played what's his name? The gas trap guy.
Caustic.
I played Caustic for a wee bit, and so who have you been maining?
I've been maining mostly Octane, Pathfinder and Wrath.
Yeah.
Sometimes Lifeline in the casual game.
You played Wraith for all of basically season 1, didn't you? Even before season 1.
Yeah,
you
basically the whole entire season 1 until I got up to level 100 and then I started calming down.
And then you went to, who did you go after Wraith?
Pathfinder and Octane.
So why did you make the switch to Pathfinder?
Because I never used to understand his way of when you grapple, instead of just pulling you can jump and get further.
You can slingshot, can't you?
Yeah, when you hit the grapple, you can actually jump and go around corners and that, instead of just getting pulled right to it like you can grapple.
Yeah. And then you went from Pathfinder to Octane. So, in my opinion, I think Octane is like a downgrade from Pathfinder.
Well, technically, but I use them just to get into fights, and if I'm taking loads of damage, I'll stem all and bounce away.
Mm-hmm.
And you can actually jump, when you hit Octane's ultimate, you can jump on it and get further. So, no, most people don't know that, which means I can get even further away than them.
Yeah, so, but with Octane as well, you have to have your ult for the jump pads.
Yeah.
And the charge up time is what, 30 seconds?
100 seconds.
100 seconds for a new jump pad.
Yeah.
Whereas Pathfinder's
it's
zipline,
I don't know the timing on that.
Is pretty quick, and you can shoot that, go up, not as ult, as stim, or whatever you call it.
Stim.
As the LB.
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Octane's stim is okay, I guess.
Have you tried any other characters? Have you played any games with Gibraltar?
Yes.
Because you know that they've made him take less damage now.
No, really. It's not because of that. I played him a couple times before that. It's just that I do really like the fact that his shield blocks like half the damage, and he's not got really anything to like escape fights unless.
Yeah, he's a big tank, and I've played a couple of games in season 3, and I was up against a Gibraltar, and the amount of shots it took to kill him. I reckon if you were a good player and you were accurate, Gibraltar could be like a feasible legend.
I have bet a couple
Yeah,
in fights.
I've got a few. I think I've got a handful of kills with Gibraltar.
I've
The
won.
Gibraltar met is decent.
I've won one game with Gibraltar.
Yeah. And so who else have we not covered legend wise?
Lifeline.
We went through Lifeline a little bit. I remember I told you that she's pretty good for when you need shields, because I'm main Lifeline. I like how she's got the fast healing, but then again, if there was another legend that I would feel more comfortable, I'd make the switch straight away, because Lifeline doesn't have everything that I like.
Yeah.
Like, I like how Bloodhound makes everything grey, and the enemies are red. I think that's great. Obviously, for you,
I feel like they should leave the gas and
yeah.
smoke different colours.
Maybe. But I mean, for you, obviously, you're younger, so your eyesight's great. I'm getting older, so my eyesight isn't perfect. So Bloodhound, changing them to red's brilliant. But I don't like how he sends out the scan. I think maybe if his ultimate was seeing everybody in red, and then
It's like
his LB was something like, I don't know what would make me want to play him more. Like a zipline. I mean,
it wouldn't really fit like.
no, it wouldn't
like,
fit.
Carter.
Yeah, of course it wouldn't. But I mean, if that was a legend, then that would be absolutely perfect for me. You know?
Yeah, for like Bloodhound or things are like maybe he gets to see everything grey for like 2 seconds with his LB, and there's always just like an extended version of that, like 20 seconds.
See, that's why I like the digital threat as well,
Yeah.
because you see through it, and it's like there's an enemy, there's an enemy.
It took me a while to like know it's just through it.
Yeah.
If you have it and you're gone.
See, I like shooting games, and I used to like them a lot more when I was younger. Obviously, I'm not old, but eyesight is going. Whereas I noticed when I'm playing and you're beside me, you're able to see people before I've even seen them. And sometimes I walk past people and get shot in the back.
I do that sometimes. Like I've walked actually past like
Yeah.
a full squad, shooting another full squad.
Yeah.
I just didn't hear it or see it.
So you think season 3 is a good addition to Apex?
Yeah, but like I feel like they should have like a mode where they like to go back into Kings Canyon.
Well, they did say on the Twitter that they're taking Kings Canyon away for a limited amount of time, because they don't know the best way to match play. What they said was, say for example, it's a random match play.
Yeah.
You match up and then you go into Kings Canyon, and then 75 of the 100 people leave. That's what they're worried about. They want everybody to experience the new map, so they took away Kings Canyon. I mean, they could go down the PUBG route where you just get to choose what map you want to play.
Yeah. I thought like they could have like another mode where it's just the old Kings Canyon, where it's like before any of the season 1.
What about
that.
having separate rank? So, ranked Kings Canyon, ranked Fire and Ice. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that would be cool, since like ranked people are good at sniping. It's better to be on Fire and Ice, but people who are good at just quickly looking at the map for a little bit, and then just fighting, probably better on Kings Canyon, because there's less buildings and more just shooting.
So when they bring Kings Canyon back in, probably
A whole bunch of the campers are going to be like, seriously?
I would probably say maybe another couple of weeks they'll give us on the new map. When they bring Kings Canyon back in, will you be making the jump back to Kings Canyon?
Probably.
So you prefer Kings Canyon over the new map then?
Yeah.
You do? See, for me, I prefer the new map over Kings Canyon.
Well, once I learn like the gun layouts and everything, and where it's landing, and names of the places, I might like it more.
Maybe it's because it's new and fresh, and it feels like a different experience for me. Whereas Kings Canyon was getting a bit stale. We've probably played what, 500-600 games each.
I've actually only played like 2,000 games. That gives you a counter.
Alright, well maybe I played more than 500 then. That's just a rough guess.
Definitely.
Aye. So it gets to a point where it's just repetitive for me. It becomes, everybody knows the map like the back of their hand. Everybody knows where to go. Whereas the new map, I've noticed, it's fresh, it's exciting.
It's a little bit bigger.
It's a little bit, yeah, they've confirmed that it is bigger. But there's a lot of dead space in it. So it might be bigger, but you can't, like, there's a lot of open spaces where it's not really combat worthy. Whereas Kings Canyon, I feel that every part of Kings Canyon was viable for fighting.
Yeah.
Everywhere, because there was always cover, but in this new one there's big open spaces where I don't think there'll be a lot of head-on fighting there. But I mean, you never know.
They did add the random feature onto the screams.
What's that?
The random feature. They were talking about adding it when they added like the background things when you're loading into games. It would show like the background of Lifeline healing that man on the rocks.
Right.
They added the random feature.
Okay.
Which they were talking about for quite a while.
What did you think about the sniper shotgun
I quite liked it.
event? I really liked it.
I think if they had the hop-ups they had now, no one would stand a chance. Like, every gun would have a hop-up.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because the G7 in that mode was absolutely crazy.
But then you have the double tap, and
yeah.
even better.
What about, I know in the old Halo games they used to have a game mode snipers only. Would that be something you'd play?
No, really. Nah. That would encourage way too much campers.
Well, a good thing about when I played Halo was people would go about and just use the sniper as like a hand pistol. Yeah, people would use them as like hand pistols and just go about no scoping.
Yeah.
So maybe a game mode where snipers but scopes are disabled.
Maybe up to like 2 times, maybe.
Just no scopes, and you can't even look down the hosel. Every single shot has to be a hip fire.
Nah, since like it would be like, it's just like it's someone in between here. Your bullet's gonna land. You're never gonna hit a shot. Just make sure it's in there.
So just final thoughts then before we wrap up. You reckon Apex is as good as it's gonna get?
I feel like they can make a couple more changes and like more characters and that, but
yeah,
more guns maybe.
But do you think it's at the peak now, or do you think it's going to go the Fortnite route and just keep getting more and more popular, or do you think that's the peak?
They can probably get like a little bit more popular and then start dying down and get up again. But I don't think they can get any more popular than just like a couple more hundred people.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe. So, we'll wrap that up then, yeah? So if you've got anything to ask Whaley Wonders, put it in the comments, yeah?
Yeah.
And he'll reply to every message, won't you? If you've got any ideas for future videos, or if you like the podcast, or the podcast / interview with Whaley Wonders, then leave him a little like and let him know in the comments, and you'll do more.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we'll have different people on. Right.
I'd always see you in the next video.